Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Cooks by Carrie. If you're new here, I'm Carrie, and for today's Foodie Friday video, I'm sharing how to make these delicious oatmeal raisin cookies from 2purplefigs.com. These were not my favorite oatmeal raisin cookie, but they're a pretty healthy alternative for one. So, let's get into the video. For today, the ingredients you're going to need are rolled oats or quick cooking oats, a little bit of all-purpose flour, some salt, baking powder, baking soda, some ground cinnamon, vanilla extract, a little bit of butter, brown sugar or light brown sugar, 1 egg, 3 raisins, and some flax seeds. The flax seeds are optional, and if I made this recipe again, I probably wouldn't include them. But for today's video, I did include them. The first step for this recipe is to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and line a baking sheet with parchment paper, which you can see I have done. Now, using a hand mixer, I'm beating my butter and brown sugar until fluffed up. This took me about 2.5 minutes, but it might take you a little bit less than me, and that's completely fine. Now, to my butter sugar mixture, I am going to add in my egg, cinnamon, and vanilla and beat for another 30 seconds until smooth. Now that I have all my wet ingredients combined, in a separate bowl I am mixing my oats, raisins, flax seeds, flour, baking powder, baking soda, and salt, and whisking to combine. Or actually, I don't think I used a whisk here, I just used a wooden spatula, but you can use whatever utensil you have available to just make sure that it's mixed all together. Now the last step before I put all my cookies on the sheet and bake them is to combine the wet with the dry by taking the dry mixture and pouring it into the wet. I am just going to combine it by folding with a spatula. You are going to notice that this recipe, there is a lot more dry ingredients to wet ingredient ratio. So if your cookie batter is a bit crumbly, that is completely fine. If you feel it's too crumbly, I think you can add a little bit of water, but definitely check the recipe out to see if you have any problems. But I don't think you should, because this recipe was pretty easy and pretty self-explanatory. I definitely say it's beginner friendly. Now I'm just taking a cookie scoop, but if you do not have one, you can just use a tablespoon or just two spoons or whatever you have on hand to scoop the batter out. These cookies didn't spread very much, so you can place them kind of how I am, just kind of like one cookie apart. Like, if that makes any sense. Like, there's like, you don't want them touching, but there's about one cookie's worth of space left around the cookies. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, so for me, that was about 12 cookies on this sheet, and then I repeated the same process, and I had, I think, like 4 or 5 cookies on the next sheet. You will also notice here that when I'm scooping the last couple cookies, my dad requested that I make one giant cookie or one bigger cookie, so that's what I did. And if you're going to make some bigger cookies, just make sure that when you roll them out, you press them down a little bit because you want them to bake evenly. Now my oven is all preheated at 350 and I'm popping my cookies in the oven. So there they go. I baked mine, I feel like, for 14 minutes, but yours may take a little bit of less time or a little bit of more time, depending on your oven. Now, before we continue with this video, please subscribe, leave a thumbs up, comment down below what you'd like to see next, and share this video with a friend. I have a goal of 100 subscribers, so if you could help me reach that, that would be greatly appreciated. Now, let me show you the final result of these cookies. Here are the cookies when they finally were done. They were a bit flatter than I expected, so I'd maybe recommend scooping a little bit more batter per cookie. But this is what they looked like, and they were so delicious. The flax seeds were kind of interesting. I've never used them before, but they are really healthy for you, so I guess if you want that added health benefit, you can add them or you could skip them. But here they are. I think they're a great alternative to an oatmeal cookie recipe, so if you're looking for one, definitely try this one out. Alrighty guys, that's it for today's Foodie Friday video. Make sure if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment down below, share this video with a friend. Follow me on Instagram at CooksByCarrie. I post lots of fun photos of the food I cook. And that's it for today. I'll see you in the next video at Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Alrighty, bye guys.